Hey guys, I'm Nisa Homey and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a healthy dosha and idli recipe with quinoa and brown rice. A healthy, fiber and protein rich breakfast option for the whole family. This nutrient dense breakfast can also be included in your weight loss journey. So let's get started with the recipe. I'm using quinoa which I bought locally. Quinoa is now being cultivated in India, so these days it's available at stores near my house. However, you can also get them online. Into a large bowl, I'm adding in 1 cup of quinoa. Now, quinoa is a seed grain and not a cereal grain. It is a good source of plant protein. Quinoa can be enjoyed by those with health issues like thyroid, PCOS, and diabetes. And the best part is quinoa can be included in your weight loss journey. Now add in 1 cup brown rice. So this is semi-polished white rice which has the bran, and I get this from Wayanad. You can check one of my previous video where I'm showing from where I buy organic stuffs. I will leave the link in the description box below so that you can understand more. Instead of this particular rice, you can use brown basmati rice or any locally sourced brown rice of your choice. Add in half cup urad dal, 3/4 teaspoon fenugreek seeds. Add in water and rinse it really well, and make sure that you drain the water a couple of times after rinsing. The reason is that quinoa contains a bitter natural coating called saponin, so you need to rinse it really well to remove the bitter taste. It's ideal to soak it for at least 2 hours. So after 2 hours and once it has soaked well, I like to rinse it once more and then transfer it to my blender jar. Add in pink Himalayan salt as needed. Add in 1.5 glass of water, 2 tablespoons cooked rice for easy fermentation. Blend this all really well. Once blended, pour into a large pan and allow it to ferment overnight or for at least 8 to 10 hours. Cover it with a lid, and note that you should not use an airtight lid as we need the wild airborne yeast to help in the fermentation process. Fermented foods are a good source of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 plays a crucial role in iron absorption. So fermented foods are really beneficial for those with health issues like thyroid and PCOS. You can see how airy the batter is. The batter will stay good in the fridge for about 3 to 4 days. And on the first day, I prefer to make idlis, and from the second day onwards, I prefer to make crispy doshas. To make idlis, pour the batter into the idli molds and steam until done. And you get super soft quinoa brown rice idlis. You can serve it with sambar or chutney of your choice. To make dosha, heat a cast iron tawa and grease it with gingerly oil. Once the tawa is greased, reduce the flame to the lowest and pour in the batter and spread it out as thinly as possible. Drizzle in little desi ghee for better assimilation of vitamins and minerals. Once roasted, flip it over, and once done, serve the crispy dosha with sambar and chutney. So guys, do try this crispy brown rice quinoa dosha. Quinoa whole gram dosha. Quinoa is a seed grain and not a cereal grain. It is gluten free and it is high in protein. It has all the essential 9 amino acids, and it is also one of the best source of plant-based protein for vegetarians. So into a bowl, I'm adding in 1 cup of quinoa. Now to make it more nutrient dense, I'm adding in 1/4 cup of whole gram, also known as mudira in Malayalam. Add in some water. Wash and rinse the quinoa a couple of times and then soak it in water. Quinoa contains a bitter coating called saponin, so it is ideal to wash and rinse the quinoa a couple of times. The quinoa and the whole gram is nicely soaked, and I have already rinsed the quinoa a couple of times. Now the next main ingredient in this instant dosha batter is 1 cucumber. So I'll be peeling off the skin and chopping the cucumber roughly. Now to make the instant dosha, into my blender I'm adding in about 4 to 5 shallots, 1 green chilli, the chopped cucumber pieces. You don't need much water to make this instant dosha, so make sure that you add the cucumber pieces first. The moisture from the cucumber will help the grain to grind, so make sure you add the cucumber first. A sprig of fresh curry leaves, a small piece of organic jaggery. This helps to balance the flavors. I had already soaked 1/4 cup of poha. This is poha made from Kerala matta rice, also known as Kerala red rice. However, you can use any locally sourced variety of poha. So I'm just going to add this into the mixie. Instead of poha, you can also use 1/4 cup of cooked rice. Any variety of cooked rice. 1 teaspoon pink Himalayan salt or as needed. Half teaspoon jeera, also known as cumin seeds. And now add in the soaked quinoa and the horse gram. Into this I am adding in 3 tablespoons freshly ground coconut. Try not to omit coconut. Coconut is not only for taste, but you also need the healthy fat from coconut to help the vitamins and minerals assimilate faster into your body. Add in 1/4 cup water. And now I'm going to grind all this into a dosha batter consistency. Now pour the blended mix into a bowl. So I've just added little bit of water, about 2 tablespoons into the mixie, and I'm just washing out rest of the batter. And now give this a mix. The batter is of pourable consistency. It is neither too thick nor too thin. You could say it is of an idli batter consistency. So now the batter is ready. I'm going to add in some extra seasoning to make it more flavorful. Into this I'm adding in 3 sprigs of chopped curry leaves, 1 green chilli finely chopped, about 10 shallots finely chopped. Curry leaves are rich in iron and folate, and that is the reason why I always use curry leaves in my recipes. They also give you a clear glowing skin and prevents hair fall. Shallots are also rich in iron, folate and antioxidants. Now instead of shallots you can use 1/4 of an onion, 1 green chilli finely chopped. Green chilli you can increase or decrease to suit your taste. So I'm adding in all of this into the batter. Now you don't need any curry or a side dish with this instant dosha batter. I'm just going to give this a mix. Now you can also add in grated carrot or grated beetroot or any seasonal vegetable or leafy vegetable of your choice. And now let's make the doshas. Heat a cast iron dosha tawa with gingerly oil. Once the tawa is heated, add in 1 to 2 ladleful of the batter and lightly spread it out. This is a slightly thicker dosha, so you don't have to spread it out very thinly. Reduce the flame to the lowest and cover and let it cook on low flame. After about a minute, open the lid. Drizzle in 1 teaspoon wood pressed coconut oil. Now instead of wood pressed coconut oil, you can use any unrefined and wood pressed oil locally sourced from the place you live in, like mustard oil, groundnut oil, til oil, or you can even use desi ghee. Try not to omit the healthy fats, as they will help in the assimilation of vitamins and minerals faster into your body, and they'll also help to keep you feel fuller for a longer time. And now let's carefully turn this over. Remember that I am using a well seasoned cast iron pan. Since my cast iron is well seasoned, the dosha does not stick to the tawa. Now flip it over. Once done, flip it over and serve. Yeah, repeat the same with the rest of the batter. Enjoy this healthy instant quinoa dosha with homemade pickle. Crispy, crunchy, high protein, healthy and gluten-free granola recipe. So let's get started with this gluten-free, high protein granola recipe. I'm measuring 1 cup of quinoa and adding it into a strainer, and then I'm washing and rinsing it a couple of times under running water. Quinoa contains a bitter natural coating called saponin, so you need to wash it thoroughly to remove the saponin, or else the quinoa will taste slightly bitter. Once rinsed, spread it out onto a cotton napkin and allow it to dry for about 15 minutes. Into a large bowl, add in 2 cups of gluten-free rolled oats, 2 tablespoons ground flax seeds. Now for some added crunch, I'm adding in 2 tablespoons whole flax seeds. Flax seeds are rich in omega-3 fiber, protein and antioxidants. For some chocolate flavor, Add in 2 tablespoons cacao nibs. Now if your children don't like the subtle flavor of chocolate, you can totally omit cacao nibs. Add in 1 tablespoon chia seeds for that extra omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, protein and antioxidants. 1 tablespoon ground cinnamon powder. Now cinnamon powder gives a nice flavor to the granola and also helps to boost your metabolism. Half teaspoon pink Himalayan salt or as needed, and keep this aside. Into a saucepan, I'm adding in 1/3 cup virgin coconut oil. Now virgin coconut oil has a very neutral and mild flavor, so you won't even feel that there is coconut in this granola recipe. For sweetness, I prefer to use pure sugarcane jaggery, which I buy locally. However, you can use jaggery powder or palm sugar or even coconut sugar. Add in half cup organic liquid jaggery into the virgin coconut oil and heat this on low to medium flame. Mix it really well and allow it to get heated. Once it is heated, turn off the flame and keep it aside. The jaggery is nicely melted, as you can see, and I'm adding in 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. Mix well, and by this time the quinoa has dried well. Add in the dried quinoa into the bowl and give it a mix. Pour the jaggery and coconut mix into the bowl and stir well. I'm using my hand to mix it really well and then spread it onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Spread the quinoa and oats mixture as thinly as possible on the baking tray and bake in the preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Now after 20 minutes, you need to take it out and stir the granola and then again bake for another 20 minutes. And after 40 minutes, the granola is nicely baked. Stir it with a spatula and allow it to cool down. Once the granola is still warm, I'm again stirring the granola so that the quinoa and oats clumps together. Add in half cup raisins and mix well, and my healthy, gluten-free, high-protein, nut-free granola is ready. Once completely cooled, transfer to an airtight glass container and it will stay good for a couple of weeks at room temperature. This high-protein quinoa oats granola can be sprinkled on smoothies or had for breakfast with any plant-based milk of your choice. Today I'm sharing a healthy, high-protein, nutrient-dense dinner recipe which can be easily made in just under 30 minutes. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. To a bowl, I'm adding in 1/4 cup of quinoa. Also note that quinoa is written as quinoa, but it is pronounced as quinoa, not quinoa. Into this, I'm adding in tur dal. You can also use masoor dal or moong dal instead of tur dal. Now into this, I'm adding in some water. I'll be rinsing and washing this thoroughly a couple of times and then I'll be again soaking it for about 10 to 15 minutes. So you need to wash it and rinse it thoroughly to remove the natural bitter coating called saponin. So I'm going to allow it to soak for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now the vegetables I am using are 1 medium-sized carrot chopped, 10 to 15 beans chopped, half of an onion chopped, 4 to 5 garlic chopped, 1/4 inch of ginger chopped, 2 to 3 green chilies slit. Green chilies you can increase or decrease to suit your taste. I am heating my pressure cooker with 1 tablespoon wood pressed coconut oil. Once the oil is heated, I am adding in half teaspoon jeera, also known as cumin seeds. And once it starts to splutter, I am adding in a small piece of mace, 5 whole black peppercorns and 3 to 4 cloves, about 4 to 5 crushed cardamom, 1 stick of cinnamon which I am breaking into 2 and adding. Into this I am adding in the chopped onion, ginger, garlic and green chili. Add in 2 whole red chilies, beans, chopped carrots and give this a mix. Lightly saute the vegetables for about a minute or 2 on low flame. After about a minute, add in half teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper powder to help the turmeric absorb faster into your body, Give it a mix. Add in the washed, rinsed and strained quinoa and dal. Add in 1/4 teaspoon hing and pink Himalayan salt as needed. Give this all a mix. Add in 2 cups of water. Cover and pressure cook for 6 whistles on high flame. So after 6 whistles, I'll be switching off the flame and then I'll open the cooker only after the pressure has depressurized by itself. So the pressure has depressurized by itself. So let's open the cooker. Okay, now the khichdi is nicely cooked, finely chopped coriander leaves, and my high protein quinoa dal masala khichdi is ready to serve. The consistency of the khichdi is perfect, so I'm going to serve this to a bowl. Serve the high protein quinoa khichdi with homemade pickle. So guys, do try this healthy high protein quinoa dal masala khichdi and let me know how it turned out. Don't forget to like, comment and share this video with family and friends. Thank you for watching and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.